What's going on, CDL fans? It is time for the July 28th game day. Another playoff game day. Of course, a quest for Crash Bowl 18 continues on here. And we got another set of 4 games. Game 1's, all of them. We'll take a little look at the series and what we expect from what I expect from it, and let you guys in on the loop or whatnot. But another great day of games happening here today. Let's get a little preview of each one that's going to be happening. Each game one, and also a series preview, if you will. Let's take a look. Alright, the first series that we are going to take a preview of today, the number 1 seed and the number 8 seed of the Eastern Conference, the Pittsburgh Destroyers. The number 1 seed, they are the Northern Division champions, Gregory Fox's squad. They'll be taking on the number 8 seeded Tampa Bay Gators. What does each team need to win this series? Well, the two teams met up on April 14th this year. And in the end, when all was said and done, it was a 15-5 Pittsburgh win. Tampa Bay, heavy underdogs, clinching the playoff spot with the last game of the season, managed to get in the playoffs for the first time ever since moving from Fairbanks to Tampa Bay and changing the name from the Fairbanks Bobcats to Tampa Bay Gators. They did that in 2011. So first time, Alex in the house, but the Tampa Bay Gators in the playoffs for the first time. As they take on Pittsburgh, what are key elements to win this series? For the Pittsburgh Destroyers, I guess it's nothing more than doing what they've done all year. You got Green Blaze on there, you got What Jr. on that team, both very well capable of getting flips. A lot of defense in those two cars, and with the addition of Yellow Custom there is a lot of offense there in that car alone. So a good mix-up right there. So how do you counter that? If Tampa Bay wants any chance, quite simply, the phrase is common, but step up, especially stars like Battle and 47 Ronin. Really need to step up to the plate here and get things done if the Gators want any chance of winning this series. Green Blaze and What Jr. usually play good no matter what. You also need to find a way to take those two down. Going to be an interesting one. We'll see what will happen in Game 1 later on today. Let's get a look at another series. Well, CDL fans, here we go. Another series that's about to take place. The Chicago Wind Attack, the number 2 seed of the Western Conference, Central Division champions, taking on the number 7 seed Nashville Nighthawks. Both these teams very good. Met up 4 times in the regular season, of course, as all Central Division rivals do. Chicago won 3 out of the 4 meetings. Close games, though, 15-10, 20-15 overtime games. But Chicago ended up taking 3 of them. So any indication how this one will work out, we don't know. What we can tell you is who needs to step up to win this series and whatnot. Of course, Extinguish, we expect to see his A game. He never goes down easy. It never seems like he does. He needs to keep that going in this series. He plays his normal self. Chicago will have a very tough time with him. Orange Chevelle, too, great defensively. Both those cars really needing to carry Chicago here. And if they can get help from No Fear, who's that rookie on that squad, has great offensive ability, the Nighthawks can be a very dangerous team. To the Chicago side, we already know how good R is, and now that they've got Monkey Ball on the squad, that adds that heavyweight aerodynamic presence. Of course, Inferno at 5-point gainer, usually that's where they've been lining him up. He's a good striker, good hitter, heavy car. And then Highlight, also on the squad. Highlight, known for his defensive abilities, able to get things done without a single question of it. But nonetheless, should be an interesting series. Chicago and Nashville, of course, when any divisional rivals go at it, it's always fun to watch. So let's go on ahead and take a look at another series. Okay, next series that we are going to look at comes from the Eastern Conference. The number 3 seeded Puerto Rico Playas taking on the number 6 seeded Buffalo Warriors. The Warriors
That's me.
That would be Alex's team. The Puerto Rico Playas would be. Maybe we should ask him what players on Buffalo present the biggest threat to you?
Tyrell.
Tyrell, good name. Heavy offense on him.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, I also think you got What there that can present a problem. He's a very good card.
I have him on my squad.
Well, Puerto Rico has Who, which is the same model as What.
And
So, but the thing is, matching up those models, same exact models, you never quite know what's going to happen when they meet. But Alex Johnson, confident that he can get the win with his Who. And saying he's not going to match it up, and maybe Buffalo might match him up. But of course, we'd have to wait for Game 3 to see that one. Of course, that's when Buffalo would have last change. They're going to just... Oh, okay. So Alex's plan, destroy their own team with their own players. Whatever that quite means. But the Puerto Rico Playas, they are a dangerous team themselves. They got Black Star on that squad. Been known to get some flips in his day. Keep in mind they have Green Blaze Jr. sitting at 5-point gainer. So that's not a bad guy to have at 5-point gainer. Black Lena also on the squad, been known to get some flips. He's had a little slumpy, rocky roads this season, but if he's on for the playoffs, this team can be very, very dangerous. Alex has a shoe fetish, folks. But nonetheless, Puerto Rico and Buffalo Game 1, going to be very interesting to see how this series will turn out. That being said, let's get a look at another series. Alright, folks, our next series that we're going to look into, the last Game 1 preview that you're going to get, and then we'll get right into the games here. The number 4 seed and number 5 seed of the Western Conference. The matchups, which I love, they're like the two most evenly matched teams, like the best matchup, really. Number, 4th place and 5th place. So in the Western Conference, it is the number 4 seeded San Jose Storm taking on the number 5 seeded San Francisco Shinobis. This one should be a close series. They both met up in the season 4 times against each other, Pacific Division rivals. In those 4 meetings, they split 2 wins each. Neither could win the Pacific Division because Alex did, and he'll rub that into you every chance that he gets. Every chance he gets. If there's a championship or trash talking, but of course that talking of trash, Alex backs it up and puts it in the dumpster as well. But nonetheless, Storm and Shinobis, 2 very evenly matched teams, both gunning at each other, and it should be interesting to see how it works out. San Jose, Brandon's teams seem to step up some games and then go right stepping down the next. 48 Hours, Wasp, those are the Storm stars. They need to step up, simply put. For the Shinobis, quite simply, they need to do what they've been doing. A lot of defense on that team out of Mach 5-2, Black Bullet 1, and then of course Spectite Jr. So going to be an interesting one to see how it all works out. We'll see what little hero San Jose has in store because they had them all season. Sometimes 9-17 even, coming out of the woodwork and busting out, boom, he's the game's hero. So all that to be discovered in this series. So let's go on ahead and get you down to the field for the first game.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Well, CDL fans, welcome to our July 28th edition of CDL Live. The Car Demolition League playoffs of 2014 continuing today. More Game 1s from both the Eastern and Western Conference and these best out of 7 conference quarterfinal series. On the field first today, the number 8 seeded Tampa Bay Gators. On the road to take on the number 1 seed of the Eastern Conference, the Pittsburgh Destroyers. So Eastern Conference quarterfinals here. Both these teams looking for the 1-0 edge. And just a note, yesterday we had 4 playoff games. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 seed all played, all won. All higher seeds winning so far. Does the pattern get broke right now or at all today? We are about to find out. Gators, Destroyers. Let's get a look at the lineups. Okay, here we go. Enzo 3 coming out first for Brandon Blackwood's Tampa Bay Gators. Yellow Custom 2 out there. Well, Yellow Custom out there for the Destroyers, owned by Gregory Fox. Gregory coming into this game after winning the Soldiers Cup. But nonetheless, wants to add a crash goal, a second one to his repertoire, if you will. Nonetheless, both Enzo 3 and Yellow Custom are down, and now battle out there to do battle with What Junior. Battling What Junior going at it here. So see, we've had to turn the field. Computer overheating reasons, and What Junior has the flip there. 10-5, Pittsburgh in the lead. 47 Ronin now out there. And 47 Ronin will tie this game at 10. Brandon Blackwood does such a good job with his teams of giving tough fights in the first round. Remember that San Jose LA series from last year. Green Blaze now out there for the Destroyers, out there against 47 Ronin. Lots of defense on both squads. And, no interference there either. Came very close, but both cars still up. Going to switch sides here. Green Blaze and 47 Ronin going at it. 10-10 the score. Make it 15-10 Tampa Bay in the lead. Green Blaze goes down. That brings out Paradox. Paradox, had the tie there, but interference going to save 47 Ronin as he lands on top of the wire here. We'll go at it again. Both cars down. Got to get right back up. So Paradox, 47 Ronin. Paradox trying to force OT. Almost did there. But 47 Ronin up to the task. So good defensively, but he goes down that time. And game 1 is going into overtime. Paradox gets the flip on 47 Ronin, and that will bring out Phantom for the Tampa Bay Gators. In OT, Smash Mouth versus defense. Paradox out there against Phantom. In overtime, and Phantom has the flip. In OT, the Tampa Bay Gators, the number 8 seed of the East, defeat the number 1 seed of Pittsburgh Destroyers in overtime. 20-15, the final. And the Destroyers, maybe they came into this game, maybe they came into this series, maybe sleeping a little bit on the Gators. I don't think they will for game 2 now. That was the wake-up call right there, if any. And Tampa Bay becomes the first team in the playoffs, first under-seeded team to beat a higher-seeded team in the playoffs so far. Coming up next, the Nashville Nighthawks, the number 7 seed of the West, on the road to take on division rivals, the Chicago Wind Attack, the number 2 seed and Central Division champions. That's up next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, CDL fans, to our July 28th game day. This playoff game day, another playoff game, game 1, about to be underway. Here in the chase for Crash Bowl 18, it's just too epic. You're really going to the playoffs. Got to get used to the fact it's the playoffs now. Game 1, the Nashville Nighthawks, the 7th seed of the Western Conference, take on the Western Conference's number 2 seed and the Central Division champions, the Chicago Wind Attack. Should be a great series. Both these teams, Central Division rivals, as a matter of fact, and they're going head-to-head here in the first round. Let's see who will take game 1. Nighthawks, Wind Attack. Let's get a look at the lineup. Alright, here we go. Orange Chevelle out there to start things off against Highlight. These two going at it. And look at that, Orange Chevelle staying up. As Highlight and Orange Chevelle go at it. You might think, oh man, I just saw that Highlight guy out there. Yeah, 47 runs, the same model as he is. Anyway, they continue the battle here. Still scoreless, no interference there. And this time, no interference. Good clean flip. Nashville has the lead. Highlight is down, and Orange Chevelle has given the 5-0 lead to the Nashville Nighthawks. Out comes Monkey Ball. Monkey Ball out there for the Chicago wind attack, trying to take out Orange Chevelle. Interference called that time, so we'll be back on their own sides here. Both cards are still up anyway. Offense versus defense here, and both cards going to be down. That one was clean. 10-5 the score, Nashville in the lead. No fear now coming out there for the Nighthawks. Trying to put this game away. He has to try to do it against R. Captain of the wind attack goes down, and this game is over, and it's all underseeds today. The Nighthawks defeat the Chicago wind attack in game 1. 15-5 the final. And wow, a couple of upsets right off the bat. Will this continue? Next game coming up, the number 6 seeded Buffalo Warriors, Eastern Conference, I should have said, 6 seed of the Eastern Conference, the Buffalo Warriors on the road to take on the number 3 seeded Southeast Division champions, the Puerto Rico Playas. That one next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, CDL fans, to our July 28th playoff game day here on CDL Live. Our next game on tap, the number 6 seed of the Eastern Conference, the Buffalo Warriors, on the road to take on the number 3 seeded Puerto Rico Playas. Alex Johnson gets a chance at revenge on Gregory Fox. They're taking that Soldiers Cup away from him. Looking to knock out the Buffalo Warriors out of the first round. Gregory Fox's Warriors, Alex Johnson's Playas. Should be a great series, and we got game 1 of it right here. Let's get a look at the lineups. All right, here we go. Pioneer starting things off for Buffalo, and he'll be out there against Black Lena. Game on. 2 good cards going at it. At time, no interference. Came very close. They'll switch sides here. And no interference there. 5-0 Puerto Rico in the lead. Tyrell now coming out for Buffalo. Tyrell down, Black Lena up. Clean flip. 10-0 Puerto Rico in the lead. Making this one look easy as Black Lena as he now takes on what? The original what of the CDL. He's out there taking on Black Lena. This should be a good battle. Both these cars still up 10-0. Of course, Buffalo, the game's on the line, but it is over and over quickly. Puerto Rico Playas here in game 1, serving donuts for dinner. The first shutout of the playoff, or no, the second shutout of the playoffs, as a matter of fact. The first of the day here. 15-0 Puerto Rico defeating Buffalo here in game 1. Coming up next, the last game 1 here of the first round. Oh, shit. Left it on pause. Nonetheless, coming up next, the last game 1 here in the first round. Western Conference quarterfinals. Game 1 between the number 5 and 4 seed of the West, San Francisco Shinobis at the San Jose Storm. Coming up on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, welcome back. Last game 1 of the conference quarterfinals here. Of course, best out of 7 series, as a matter of fact. This July 28th game day coming to its close. Western Conference quarterfinals, the number 5 seeded San Francisco Shinobis on the road to take on the number 4 seeded San Jose Storm. Game 1 in their best out of 7 series, Pacific Division rivals going head-to-head. And this whole series, I believe, should be fun to watch. We're about to get Game 1 started. San Francisco Shinobis, Lila Geyser's rookie season, or first appearance in the playoffs, and San Francisco's first appearance in the playoffs since 2004. On the road to take on the San Jose Storm. Made the playoffs for the first time ever back in 2013. Their second appearance coming in as the number 4 seed. So good year for Brandon Blackbud. His first full year as owner, he gets San Jose that number 4 seed. So San Jose Storm, San Francisco Shinobis. Let's get a look at these lines.
Ninja, is this a movie? Attacking beneath villages where my crew be. What is it like to be a shinobi? My ninjas feel you for your filming. Getsuke.
Here we go, Mach 5-2 out there to start things off against 48 Hours. Game 1 underway, and 48 Hours has a flip. Mach 5-2 down right away. 5-0 San Jose in the lead. Out comes Spectrite Jr. out there to do battle with 48 Hours. Should be a good one. Both cars still up, still going at it. Yeah, both cars still up. Came close to interference that time, but there was none. So they keep flying here. This time, 48 Hours staying up there. And a timeout can be called by San Francisco. So they look to retake that front end of Spectrite Jr. The timeout taken here. So we'll stick with you through the timeout. What a series this one should be. 5-0 Storm lead in Game 1. But if anyone can get them out of it, look at that defensive squad that San Francisco has. You got Spectrite Jr. and Black Bullet 1 on the same squad. Really just a straight-up defensive squad. You gotta wonder if San Jose, with their little bit of variety that they have, can overpower all that defense. But we'll find out here in this whole series. But for right now, it has 5-0 the score. Spectrite Jr. now, he's set to go. 48 Hours waiting for him. And they're both going to be down. 10-5, San Jose in the lead. And that brings out Black Bullet 1, the first overall pick of the draft in 2014. He takes on Ratify. And Ratify's down. 10-10 the score. The Shinobis have tied it. Now we'll bring out Wasp for the San Jose Storm. Brazen shot. Both cars go flying, and an interference call is going to avoid any flip that took place under my knee. I just fell a car under my knee, so we'll go at it again. It was Wasp that went under my knee. We're actually going to call a timeout. This time, San Jose calling a timeout. Get that front end kind of looked at. Put a little piece of something that was dragging there to get it off. Otherwise, looking rather stable, but we'll add a little bit more tape on. He's hurt. So a lot of timeouts in this first game, a lot of strategizing there has to be. Score now 10-10. Both the Storm and the Shinobis looking for the advantage here in Game 1. And really high expectations on both teams during the season to, at the very least, get to the Western Conference Finals. Of course, LA with those higher expectations of winning the Crash Bowl, but nonetheless, both these teams would like to surpass expectation. So Black Bullet 1 and Wasp now look ready to go. An interference call there. Back to their own side, both cars go, and we'll do this again here. Still a 10-10 game, both cars up after a clean collision. Both cars still up yet again. Both cars will switch sides now. Good matchup on hand. Both cars good defensively. Wasp and Black Bullet 1. 10-10 the scores. This game continues. Make it 15-10 San Francisco. Wasp goes down. Black Bullet 1 looking to put this one away. 9-17 out there for the Storm trying to force OT. And almost did. But Black Bullet 1 up to the task. He stays up. They switch sides here. Going at it again. Both cars switching sides yet again. And this game's over. 15-10 the final score. The Shinobis take game 1 and a 1-0 series lead over the San Jose Storm. 15-10 the final, and that does it for this game day here on this July 28th edition of the CDL playoffs. Game 1's closed out. We'll be back tomorrow with Game 2's Washington and Philadelphia, Bradford, Hartford Game 2, Indianapolis, Los Angeles Game 2, and San Diego and Phoenix, their Game 2. That's all tomorrow. Till then, peace.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash go win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.